What's up everybody, it's Paul from Boosted Films, and in this video I'm going to change the windshield wiper blades on this Tesla Model 3. Now the service interval on these wiper blades is about once every year, so I plan to do this pretty much every year. And then we're also going to look into adding windshield wiper fluid, so I'm going to show you how you can do that and top off your wiper fluid. And finally I'm going to look and show you these sprayer nozzles here too, so you can make sure that those aren't plugged as well. So let's jump into it. Special thanks to the Windy company for sending me these wiper blades. The Tesla wipers are a push button or top lock style connection, and the driver's side blade is 26 inches while the passenger side blade is 19 inches. And just what's really nice about the Windy company is they take the guesswork out of it. So if you have other vehicles that you need wiper blades for, you just order the blades for that vehicle and they'll send you the ones that you need exactly for your car. So you're not messing around with any other extra fittings or anything like that. Now this really is optional, but I do like to get a little fluid on the windshield first so it doesn't have any potential to scratch up the windshield itself. But then we're going to have to put our Tesla in wiper service mode so we can easily access these wipers. So to do that, we're going to go to the menu in our touchscreen, go down to the service button, and then touch the wiper service mode button. The button will turn blue and your wipers will come up so they're easier to access. Again, another optional piece here. I'm choosing to put a towel down, put something down just in case, again, just trying to avoid any scratches on the windshield. I'm going to start with the passenger side wiper first. This is the shorter one. So this is the 19-inch one that we got from the Windy company. Again, all set to go. Other wipers, sometimes you have to put on a certain type of connector for your car, but these ones are just all set. And being the pinch or top lock style, what I need to do is lift up the arm here and then press on that kind of button towards the top with one thumb and then pull away, or towards me in this case, with my other thumb to pull on the wiper itself and pull it out. This is one of those things that can sometimes look a lot easier on video than in person. You might have to give it a little bit of force. But I do feel as long as you're pulling, it's a lot easier than trying to actually push it away from you. So as we go to push in the new one, we should be able to just line it up and then slide it in place, and you should kind of hear it snap in place. These new wipers did come with a protective cover, so we're going to pull that cover off as well. Now we're going to move on to the driver's side, the longer one, and this, again, I mentioned briefly, but sometimes these are hard to get off, and I'm showing this for example's sake because I try to highlight what could be the hardest part of the job for someone doing this that is not really comfortable doing this job. And this could be it. You could have released it. It feels like you're pulling it out, looks like a 1/4 inch, a little bit more, but then it's not coming out all the way. So this feels really hard to pull out. And in this case, I'm actually on the driver's side of the vehicle and trying to push it away from me. And I think that changes the angle of it a little bit and just doesn't let you use as much force. So I recommend, again, being on the passenger side of the vehicle, like I am here. Press that button down with one finger or thumb, and then note where my thumb is when I pull it out. That is kind of a good spot where I found that I could just really get some good grip on it and pull it out pretty easily. Now we're opening up that longer 26-inch blade. Just give it a quick comparison, make sure it's the right size, and of course it is. Thank you, Windy Company. And of course, I filmed this at multiple angles, did it a couple different times, but here you can see how quickly, hopefully it does go for you, where you can really just lift up that blade, give it, a push to release that locking mechanism, and then pull it out, and then just line your new one up and slide it in. Feel free to give them a little tug afterwards to make sure that they're kind of locked in place. You should be able to feel that they're solidly in place. Now I'm just going to remove this cloth that I set down as well. And then just take a look and make sure that everything looks like it is locked in place. The button part where it locks in should be kind of up and protruding through a little bit. So just check both sides, make sure they look good. And if you don't have any issues with your sprayers, you can just go back to your menu, go to service, and then again touch that wiper service mode button, and your wiper blades will go down. However, I did mention I'd show you these sprayers. So a unique thing with the Tesla is that these sprayers are kind of built right in to the wiper blade, and there are 2 sprayer nozzles on each blade. Now, if for some reason one of them gets a little bit clogged, you should just be able to find something small enough to put in there to kind of block that clog. It will have to be pretty small though. I do have like a safety pin here and then a regular paper clip. And honestly, the paper clip was too big to help at all. While the safety pin could be a little bit useful, what I found interesting actually with the safety pin is if you want to change the direction of these sprayers, you actually can put a little force into the nozzle here, and then you could kind of rotate the direction of the nozzle and where you want to spray. So that was just a little interesting Easter egg to learn while doing this. But hopefully that would potentially clear out your clog. Otherwise, if what I found is just some stranded wire, this is probably some, I don't know, 20 gauge wire here, and I just pulled one strand out after I had kind of stripped it, and that was small enough where I could kind of get it in there. So if there's just something tiny in there, and you don't need to give it a whole lot of force, this might be a good way for you to get in there to potentially clean out anything that might be clogged. But now you can officially end that wiper service mode and then get your wipers to go back down. But while we're in the car, if you want to open up your frunk, go to the navigation to open up your frunk. You can also just check your windshield wiper fluid, make sure that's topped off at this time as well. So once you open your frunk from the inside, you can come outside and just lift it up all the way. Up here towards the firewall of our car, this is the filler where the reservoir is for our windshield wiper fluid. Checked mine, it was pretty full. I had just kind of done this not too long ago, but I want to show you exactly what I'm doing. I have the -20 wiper fluid if you live in a colder climate. Of course, I recommend using the stuff that won't freeze. This is, you know, antifreeze-ish type of stuff as far as so it doesn't freeze. So if you want to wear gloves, feel free. If you want to utilize a funnel, feel free as well. But it really is as simple as just opening up that lid. You can clean it up a little bit if it's dirty around there. But again, like I said, I just did this on mine. But clean things up, open up that lid, and then just fill it up as far as needed. If it was really low and you are listening for it to fill it up, you should be able to kind of hear it as it gets closer to full. Otherwise, you can just take a peek inside as you're filling to see how far it is. Finally, you want to probably close your frunk. So we're going to just reach up and grab it and then set it down. And what I like to do to make sure it's closed all the way is get one hand on each side of kind of where that safety latch is, right in the middle, to push it down and then make sure it's locked in. So there you have it, everybody. That's about all I have for this video. Again, this was a 2023 Tesla Model 3. I do believe this should be the same for almost every single Model 3, but if you have a different model year, or even just a different Tesla, this might be the same for the Y as well. If you want to comment with what Tesla you have, that could be useful for other people watching this video just to see if this would work the same for their Tesla. But also, I'm just a guy on YouTube likes to document what he does, so if I did anything wrong or if I could have did anything better, if you want to leave a comment about that as well, feel free to do that so we can all collectively learn the best way to do these things. And if this video was helpful for you in any way, and if you want to help me out, the best thing you can do, of course, is like the video, share the video, and leave a comment, because that does help the YouTube algorithm so more people will see this video. But as always, this is Paul from Boosted Films, saying thanks so much for watching. I just want to say that domestic violence is never okay. If you or someone you know is experiencing issues with a partner and doesn't feel safe, please visit the website thehotline.org or call 1-800-799-SAFE.